scarring.
Yeah, once upon a time there was a guy from church, Matt Wharton, who was training hard for the biggest fight of his life against Vladimir Klitschko at Wembley Stadium for the Wembley Stadium for the WBA heavyweight. Matt Wharton's coaching team, they are working Matt Wharton really hard. Matt Wharton was put through his paces in the gym in Sheffield. The next day everyone from church went down to London where the press conference is scheduled to take place with the two fighters. Matt Wharton's promoter Eddie Hearn and Vladimir Klitschko are at the press conference. Adam Smith from ringside asked both fighters where the fight will be won and lost. Yeah, Matt Wharton said that the key will be the jab, how he stops Vladimir Klitschko when Vladimir Klitschko lands the left hand. Vladimir Klitschko said the key will be if he starts well and if he can time Matt Wharton out. If he does that, then he thinks he has a strong chance of winning this fight. Matt Wharton was asked by was asked by Johnny Nelson if he can cause a huge upset. And as the underdog, does he think he can stop Vladimir Klitschko? And Matt Wharton's response to Johnny Nelson's questions was he can cause a huge upset. He accepts he is the underdog, but knows he needs to be at his best on the night. The next day the fight took place and Matt Wharton walked out to Sam Smith writings on the wall. Vladimir Klitschko walked out to Red Hot Chili Peppers Can't Stop. Vladimir Klitschko, who weighs 6'6" who is 198 centimetres tall, who has a reach of 206 centimetres 81 inches. The referee was very experienced. American referee Tony Weeks. The first round started at a really high intensity. Glenn McCrory couldn't separate the first round. Vladimir Klitschko tried to land with his left hand. But Matt Wharton used his jab to push off the shots. Klitschko was landing. The trainers who were in Matt Wharton's corner were really happy with the way the first round went. They told Matt Wharton to do exactly the same as the first round, but his corner wanted Matt Wharton to give Klitschko something to think about. Round 2 began. Matt Wharton was using his stand speed to good effect, but Klitschko won't go away. Klitschko put all the measure on Matt Wharton, but Matt Wharton used his jab. Matt Wharton was landing some really heavy punches. Tony Weeks had to separate Klitschko and Matt Wharton. Matt Wharton really put Vladimir Klitschko on the back foot in round 2. The corner of Vladimir Klitschko gave him instructions as we started round 3. Round 3 began with Matt Wharton and Vladimir Klitschko having a right old scrap. It was like David and Goliath. Vladimir Klitschko struck the left hand. But what a block by Matt Wharton to use the jab to great use. Vladimir Klitschko just couldn't finish Matt Wharton in round 3. Matt Wharton responded to some heavy shots on Vladimir Klitschko. Then Klitschko tried to use the hook. Matt Wharton pushed Vladimir Klitschko back. Vladimir Klitschko tried to respond, but Matt Wharton wasn't having any of it. As we reached the final stage of round 3, Matt Wharton hit a great shot to Vladimir Klitschko. The bell sounded, which signalled the end of round 3. Matt Wharton's corner gave Matt Wharton some more water. The coaching setup gave Matt Wharton some more instructions as we began round 4. The bell signalled the start of round 4. Both fighters gave as good as they had got it. Both fighters gave as good as they had got. It was even Steven, you just couldn't separate who was in charge of this fight. Both fighters really went after each other's shots. This was a great fight, the best fight of all time, the best fight I can certainly remember. Matt Wharton hit a great shot to Vladimir Klitschko, but Vladimir Klitschko hit a great shot, but the referee Tony Weeks had to separate both the fighters. Tony Weeks has controlled this fight really well. Both fighters are going after each other, and the bell has signalled the end of round 4. Matt Wharton's trainers gave Matt Wharton gave Matt Wharton more instructions. They wanted Matt Wharton to finish off Vladimir Klitschko in round 5. They didn't want it to go 12 rounds because they knew Vladimir Klitschko is very good at 12 rounds. The bell sounded at round 5 began with both Vladimir Klitschko and tug of war. The momentum swung in their favour of Matt Wharton, and Matt Wharton went into his shots and landed some very heavy shots on Vladimir Klitschko. Vladimir Klitschko hit a great shot on Matt Wharton, but Matt Wharton used his jab to stop the shot. As the bell signalled the end of round 5, round 6 began. Matt Wharton stepped it up another level. Vladimir Klitschko struck back, but then Matt Wharton knocked Vladimir Klitschko down over for the fight to resume. Vladimir Klitschko carried on and really used his weapon, his left hand, but time again, Matt Wharton, he used the jab with success. As the round ended, Matt Wharton had more joy with his jab. As the bell sounded the end of round 6, I think we've had 6 rounds now, have we? Have we had all 6 rounds yet? Round 6. Round 7 began and Matt Wharton really went for it. But Vladimir Klitschko, he's a real warrior. The fight was the greatest of all time. Matt Wharton used the jab as Vladimir Klitschko looked to pounce, but Vladimir Klitschko didn't have an answer. Matt Wharton's tactics were working like a treat. Matt Wharton really went after Vladimir Klitschko, earning the respect of the crowd who were on Vladimir Klitschko's side. They shouted Matt Wharton. They shouted Matt Wharton, who the fans had never heard of. Matt Wharton used the left hook. Vladimir Klitschko tried to launch to the left hand, but Matt Wharton really rallied and took control of this great fight. Vladimir Klitschko would not lie down. Vladimir Klitschko gave as good as he had, but Matt Wharton really took the initiative to Vladimir Klitschko, but Vladimir Klitschko just would not give in. He wanted this badly to defend his title. His title was on the line. Matt Wharton carried on the tactics that were working for him in the previous rounds of the fight. The bell sounded as round 7 had ended. Matt Wharton's trainers gave Matt Wharton more fluids. Both men gave as good as they got. The bell sounded and round 8 began at a rapid tempo, a very fast tempo. Both men landed heavy punches. There was a real battle going on in the boxing ring. Both men were giving the crowd their money's worth. But yeah, both men, they were giving the crowd their good old money's worth. Matt Wharton used the jab to really good effect, but as Vladimir Klitschko used his hand speed to good effect, but Matt Wharton used his jab to defend the hand speed of Vladimir Klitschko. Tony Weeks had to separate the two fighters. The fight resumed, and Matt Wharton used the hook to good effect. Matt Wharton had a lot of success with the hook. The bell signalled the end of round 8. The bell rang at 9. Round 9 began with Vladimir Klitschko coming closer to Matt Wharton, but Matt Wharton threw the big punch over the top. Vladimir Klitschko struck back. However, this was not to daunt Matt Wharton, because Matt Wharton responded to what Vladimir Klitschko was throwing to Matt Wharton. The fight had gone up another level. This fight ebbed and flowed in the later rounds of round 9. As the bell sounded, the trainers in Matt Wharton's corner gave Matt Wharton even more instructions. Matt Wharton was speed more rounds of pulling off an unlikely upset. Round 10 began and it was an electric pace. Matt Wharton really went for Vladimir Klitschko. However, Vladimir Klitschko, he had other ideas, but Matt Wharton used the jab again to really great effect. The strategy his coaching team set out before the fight looked to have paid diligence. The coaching team did their homework on Vladimir Klitschko, but Matt Wharton yet again with the left hook really gave Vladimir Klitschko a lot of problems. Matt Wharton was a tricky opponent to probably the greatest fight you are ever going to see. The bell sounded for the end of round 10. Round 11 began and Matt Wharton, he was really in the driver's seat at this stage of the fight, but Vladimir Klitschko, he would not go away very easily. He's a real warrior. Both of them were doing around the world. Yeah, both men were doing everyone around the world proud. Matt Wharton using his fast hand signals. His fast hand skills of Vladimir Klitschko. However, Vladimir Klitschko gave everything he had got. Tony Weeks really handled round 1 and round 11 really well. He had to separate both fighters where it looked like they were going to have a clash of heads. The bell sounded for the end of round 11. The bell sounded in round 12. Matt Wharton and Vladimir Klitschko, they had a right old scrap. As the two fighters, it started to get tense. It started to get really tense out there in the boxing ring. However, Matt Wharton landed some solid punches on Vladimir Klitschko. Some solid punches on Vladimir Klitschko. Yeah, some solid punches on Vladimir Klitschko, only for Vladimir Klitschko to respond back, but Matt Wharton used the left hand for great use. Vladimir Klitschko struck back, but he couldn't land any successful punches. Matt Wharton's jab was too good, and the fight was finished. The two fighters had a standing ovation from all sides of Wembley Stadium. However, he went to the judges' scorecard, and Matt Wharton produced an unlikely victory. Matt Wharton ended Vladimir Klitschko's record. The end, Sam Jenkinson done. Well done. That is.